So I started the story. I went to China in like 2009 to visit one of my friends, and all the celebrities there have these like other names that are not their regular names, and I thought they were really funny. So Brad Pitt's name is Blard Peter in China, and I thought that was really great. So I was just thinking about Brad Pitt, and I don't know, this is what came out. So this is part of his story. Evelyn leaned on the kitchen counter in her underwear, hunched over her laptop. She wanted to read a solid number of online reviews before she ordered her Blard Peter 5000. In previous models, 2500 and 3000, there had been reported problems with the robot's ability to adapt to changes in its environment, and on several occasions there had been incidents of Blards stealing money or lying to sneak off and spend time with other people. Probably because they know you're losers, Evelyn said aloud as she licked Nutella from a butter knife and scrolled through product reviews. Most people, however, were happy with their Blards. They remarked on the Blard's dashing good looks, his impeccable sense of direction, as well as his efficient gardening skills. "He remembered my birthday and baked me a cake! What a sweetheart!" one enthusiastic reviewer had written. "Duh, because you told him your birthday. He's a robot, like he's gonna forget." Evelyn laid down her knife and slid the computer closer so she could order her own. She was going to be a different kind of Blard user. It wasn't entirely clear yet how, but it would start by openly acknowledging that he was a robot. Evelyn had been contemplating her own personal Blard Peter since the first model was released 2 years ago. He was basically a life companion mixed with a personal computer. Blards could remember your daily schedule, repeat back to you the brilliant things you just said, buy your groceries, engage in a discussion about whatever book you were reading, teach you a foreign language, anything really. They were all the rage in Japan, where the concept had originated. Blard Peter's looks were modeled after Brad Pitt, as were his delightful character traits, many reviewers presumed. People were amused to have a tall, attractive white male companion who exhibited a charm most people didn't believe was possible in a robot. Evelyn tabbed over to the Blard Peter site, and after deciding to make her purchase, she found herself with a few choices for her model. There were options for the type of hair he would sport. Side-parted human hair seemed best. His desired height, regular. A hard space drive and speed specification, she went with mid-level. And then there was the option for him to have functioning sexual parts. This was 500 extra. Evelyn laughed hysterically and immediately clicked the no box. But then, she thought, she was already investing most of her savings in a machine that was going to service her every other need. Why not? She opted for a practical 7 inches and then entered her billing and shipping information. The next morning, Evelyn went to meet her friend Leah for coffee. She found her sitting outside wearing one of those flap hats for pilots. "Snazzy headwear," Evelyn said as she set her coffee down on the table. "Though you know it's 65 degrees out." "So what? It's a cool hat. Plus my hair looks terrible right now." "Are you working today?" Evelyn asked. "In 20 minutes. "I ordered my Blard last night," Evelyn said, slapping the table with both hands. "When does he come? This is exciting. Like you purchased a mail-order bride," Leah said. She adjusted her hat so that its front flap was no longer hunched over her eyebrows. "Well, that's pretty much that. I think that's the point, don't you? There's something straightforward about your personal technologies being conspicuous." Leah nodded. "True. So you're going to bring him everywhere? What if I hate him?" Evelyn knew she would end up taking her Blard everywhere. Maybe not on vacation, though, or camping. How long would it take before she was totally Blard dependent? "I don't even know. I think there's going to be a good deal of awkward introductory phase stuff, but if you hate him, we'll hit reset and make him get a new personality." Leah smiled and leaned back on her chair. "This is what I like to hear. It makes me feel better about you going straight for a robot." "Is a robot straight?" Evelyn asked. "I've been debating. He's only sort of male-bodied. Supposedly the system is designed to learn from their surrounding environment, so he'll be a bit queer anyway." "So it's less like a mail-order bride," Leah said, "and more like you're adopting an adult slave child?" "Yeah, that's it," Evelyn smiled. "I'm doing my small part to complicate the image of Brad Pitt, for my own personal benefit." On Wednesday evenings, Evelyn had dinner at her parents' house. They had made it clear once she entered her 20s that they were now very interested in playing a role in her life. "Children's lives are cute, but they're boring," her mom had shared with Evelyn on her 21st birthday. "Now that you're truly an individual, I am waiting in suspense to see what wonderful things you'll get involved with." "Mommy has 1,000 hits on her new YouTube video, did you know?" her dad asked Evelyn as she took her shoes off at the door. "What? No, how, Mom?" Her mother was seated in the living room, typing away on her tiny laptop. Oh, you know how the young are, always thinking they've reinvented the world. I just started a very simple video log about knitting, and it has taken off. Her mom was wearing her traditional batik yukata shirt that Evelyn and her sister joked made her look like a New Age herbalist. It's about time for macrame to come back. I think I'll just start videos for that soon. What have you been up to, Ev? Evelyn shrugged. I don't know, I ordered that robot I told you about. No, her mother said with great excitement. Oh, this is so great! You're entering the new great technological era. Tell us all about him. He hasn't come yet, so I don't really know his most effective qualities, but you can rest assured that he'll be accompanying me to dinner when he does arrive. That way someone here can rival the productivity of your life. Don't be ridiculous, Ev, said her mother. If you were retired, you'd be on YouTube all the time, too. I am on YouTube all the time, Evelyn said, just not like you are. Her father took a chair across from them and opened a beer. He? Her father asked. Yeah, he. It's a Blard Peter 5000. He comes with male parts? Her dad asked. Mine will, Dad. That freak you out? You became an adult a long time ago. What you do with or without male parts doesn't concern me. Her father took a sip of his beer, then got up and slipped on some shoes. I'm going to check on the flank steak, he said. Don't embarrass your father like that, said Evelyn's mother. You know he doesn't want to think about you spending your savings on a sex machine. Her mother let out a quick flurry on her keyboard and then closed her laptop. Evelyn sighed. Mom, it's not a sex machine. Can I make it clear that I would not spend my savings on a sex machine? Oh, I know that, but your dad, he doesn't get the whole queer versus gay thing. It takes him half an hour to log into his email. Forget him on this. Will you go get your sister and tell her to sit with us? I know she won't eat, but it's time for dinner. Thank you.